Susunod ko po na katanungan, Madam Chair, nakapatungkol po sa DepDev. Paulit-ulit po na sinasabi at pangako ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos, magaganda nga po yung adjective na ginagamit nyo eh. More jobs, quality jobs, better jobs. Bago po tayo pumunta doon sa mga datos, pwede nyo po bang ipaliwanag o i-characterize itong mga trabaho na lilikhain o nililikha ng budget na ito at ng sariling plano ng gobyerno?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Madam Chair. The data that we presented are based on nationally representative surveys that we periodically compile and do through the Philippine Statistics Authority, and they show us these surveys show us different types of work and different types of workers. No, kaya makikita mo dito yung mga klaseng trabaho na nag-i-improve at hindi nag-i-improve. At sa kabuuan, gaya ng pinakita ko this morning, if you look at the last 15 years, so yung matagalan na nag-i-improve yung labor market conditions natin in terms of that, bumaba yung employment, underemployment. Yung nga lang, yung as I said, showed also this morning, yung the last 3 quarters medyo umakyat uli na yung unemployment, but we believe that is transitory as we are and we go back to the long-term trend as soon as we recover from the sharp slowdown. So yun ba, hindi gawa-gawa yun ho, base sa data, no. Ngayon, yung budget na we presented also this morning aims to improve upon that by focusing on sectors that when they improve, when they do well, they do better, could improve the quality of jobs. Kaya kanina mag-focus tayo, sabi ko sa balikan natin yung industriya para makapag-create ng jobs, balikan natin yung ability natin to compete internationally by focusing on our exports, because doon tayo dehado compared sa other sa mga neighbors natin. And if you look at these types of industries, ito yung mga nakakadala sa quality of jobs that I was referring to.
Thank you po, Madam Chair. Magandang nabuksan po yan ni Secretary Balisacan. Dahil po kahit yung pangako na better jobs, more jobs, quality jobs, hindi rin po totoo yan sa kasalukuyang sitwasyon. Sa PDP po, the government plan to generate 336 to 396,000 jobs in manufacturing jobs in 2025 alone. Pero po, Madam Chair, lumalabas mismo sa report, manufacturing employment, minus 177,000. Industry employment, minus 226,000. Tapos yung services, nakita po natin, merong uptick by 413,000. So lumalabas po, Madam Chair, hindi totoo yung pangako ng administrasyon sa pag-provide ng jobs. Kasi dapat nating itanong, hindi lang dapat lumilikha ng trabaho, kundi anong klaseng trabaho ang nililikha. At lumalabas po ngayon, Madam Chair, dun sa mga datos na nakikita natin, walang quality jobs na nakikreate. Mostly retail trade at elementary low-paying jobs. Tama po ba to, Secretary Balisacan? Pwede niyo po bang banggitin sa amin ano yung mga retail jobs, retail trade jobs at mga low-paying elementary jobs?
Doon sa statistics natin na pino-compile natin, we make a distinction between mga wage and salary workers and other types of workers, lalo na yung mga what you call informal and the retail and the trade sinasabi natin. Yung wage and salary workers kasi na classification ng or type of workers, ito usually what we consider better quality jobs kasi dito these are usually in the organized sectors, jobs at ito 8 to 5 o mga more regular, more permanent. Hindi yung mga types of jobs that are available only for 3 hours or 4 hours a day or ano. So, and if you look at that data in the last 5 to 10 years, nag-i-improve yan yung quality ng workers na yan. In terms of the proportion of those type of workers in the total workforce, we can provide you the data to support that. Ito namang mga sales and trade na sinasabi natin, these are usually the clerks, the service workers, and ito, as alam natin, mga panito, kung minsan, mga clerks, half a day lang nag-work yan, or mga service workers, yun ang kinakapture ng data natin na underemployed. But even there, if you look at the data ng underemployment natin, kasi na pinakita ko kaninang umaga, in the last 15 years, or even if you focus on the last 5 years, nag-i-improve yan. Ang exception nga lang, itong last 2 quarters and 3 quarters nga na. As you rightly pointed out, tumaas. But I said, if we are able to succeed in recovering from the sharp slowdown and get the economy growing fast again, you should be able to recover those losses. And that's the thrust of the entire proposed budget, to recover us faster from the sharp slowdown.
Madam Chair, maganda po na nabanggit ni Secretary Balisacan yung percentage of wage and salaried workers in private establishments to total employed workers increased. Meron din pong bangga agad doon sa targets and accomplishments. So una, yung target, unambitious na nga. Yung actual pa, stagnant. So for 2025, ang target 51.4 to 52.4. The actual is 50. So ang ibig sabihin lang naman nito, Madam Chair, itong datos na lumalabas, hindi talaga lumilikha ng mga trabaho na dekalidad, may maayos na sahod, merong security of tenure, yung gobyerno natin. Marami po sa mga trabaho na yan ay retail trade at elementary low-paying jobs. Yun po yung pinatutungkulan natin. Ngayon, maganda po na binabanggit ni Secretary Balisacan, merong mga proposed na mga reforma para lumikha talaga tayo ng mga trabaho. At doon po patungo yung questioning natin, Madam Chair. Ano ba yung focus relative to the 2027 budget? Ano ba ang focus ng gobyerno para lumikha ng mga industriya, para gumawa ng mga trabaho na dekalidad, hindi low-paying, hindi elementary, kundi mga high-value na mga trabaho. Kasi hindi naman po natin, Madam Chair, po pwedeng laging sabihin, merong trabaho, trabaho, trabaho. Ang punto natin dito, hindi lang sapat na merong trabaho, kundi ang trabaho ay dapat nagbabayad ng maayos sa ating mga manggagawa at talagang nakakapag-ambag sa development ng mga industriya natin. So, last clarification, Madam Chair, kay Secretary Balisacan.
Yes, thank you very much. That will be the last question for Kong San Fernando. Sec RC, please.
Thank you, Mr.
reply.
Chair. That's where we completely agree with you, Your Honor, that what we need for this country to move forward is the generation of quality jobs, better quality jobs. And precisely what we are doing, focusing for the last years of this administration is on faster execution of programs and projects, particularly on those programs and projects that are so critical to the generation of jobs. Una na doon is yung quality of infrastructure, particularly sa energy, for example. If the cost of energy, Your Honor, is high, there's no way that you could generate a lot of jobs, a high quality of jobs, because your manufacturing would not be able to generate good enough employment, and especially for exports. No? So we need to address the what we call the critical constraints to investment and growth. Infrastructure, number one, ease of doing business, number two, then what you call this, the loss of confidence and trust in our institutions, and that's what we are trying to recover from. Kaya yung budget is precisely framed to speed up our recovery. And that's what we should. And recovery means that, business and consumer confidence will also improve. Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, mabilis na
Thank you
mabilis na
very
po.
much.
Mabilis na mabilis na po,
Pwede po
Mr.
sa next round kasi marami po
Yes po,
naghihintay.
magpapalis na po ako sa second round. Mabilis lang to, Mr. Chair.
Lang, ho, it would be unfair to our colleagues.
Kanina, Mr. Chair, may nag-extend. Mabilis lang
Oo
po,
nga,
Mr. Chair.
nakalisod si Kong Tonchi.
Okay lang po.
So,
Ang pupuntuhin ko lang naman po, Mr. Chair, maganda po na admission from the DepDev yon na ang rason kung bakit mababa ang investors' confidence dito sa bansa natin, mataas ang utilities, at grabe laganap ang korupsyon. So maganda po yun. So yun lang naman po, Mr. Chair, ang gusto kong i-point at magpapalista po ako for second round.
okay.